Alright guys, Moth here. I'm going to make a video on how to teach you Theorycraft. This is going to be about a 5-step process, and I'll probably do this as quickly as possible so you guys can get doing it yourself. If you want a more in-depth thing, I can probably tell you it in the comments below. So if you guys want a better explanation, feel free to ask me and I'll definitely give that to you. So step 1 about any Theorycrafting thing, you have to figure out the theory or the skill, the gear, the weapon that you want to look at. You have to figure out, like, for example, let's say I want to do Blessed Hammer. I want to make a build around Blessed Hammer now. That's it. I like the idea of it. It looks cool. I mean, I can make a build about anything. I mean, let's make a build around I don't know, sweep attack. This looks cool to me. I like it. Let's make a build around it. You can do a build about anything. So all you gotta do is just choose one that interests you, and usually that is the kind of the snowballing portion where you're like, okay, let's do it. And so second, you gotta research. You gotta research all the items, the weapons that will definitely kind of go with it. So for myself, let's say we're gonna do that little Blessed Hammer Thunderstruck thing. Let's say I have all these. These are like the only possible things ever that will do it. It's not actually it because there's a lot more, but let's say these items I have in my inventory right now are the only things possibly to work with it. Cool. Now, once you have that whole repertoire of items in your head, step 3 is you gotta choose it. You gotta itemize it. You gotta figure out the best one possible. So most times with armor, they're gonna be straightforward. So blah blah blah. SOJ with lightning on it, whatever. Ouroboros doesn't have to be Ouroboros. It could be any other lightning amulet that has damage on it and has a good passive. So probably those elemental absorption ones. Reaper's Wraps and Darius could be a Mempo if you wanted to. Thunder Gods for sure. Anything that will synergize properly with it, do it. The Thunder Gods here needs justice on it, but whatever. And after that, though, usually the hard part is getting the weapon. The weapon's going to be the hardest part because of how many of them will usually coincide with the whole build. So this is probably the thought-provoking thing. So itemizing, you got 3 choices here. You got Fulminator, you got Thunder Fury, and you got Shaper's Hammer that all go towards the Blessed Hammer. So you look at these and go, Shaper's Hammer, cool 2-handed weapon, does a lot of damage, has lightning skill damage already on it. This is actually a really good one, actually. I just looked at this, actually not that bad. And it has a good passive, cool. Thunder Fury, it's for sure socket, cool. Really strong proc, really fast, a lot of proc rates off Thunder Fury. It actually does a lot of damage. It's lightning based, of course. No lightning skill damage. It actually is quite a strong sword. Fulminator, kind of strong sword too. Lightning damage on it will turn enemies into lightning rods, causing them to pulse 20% weapon damage as lightning every second to nearby enemies. So, reading these, you can do a couple things. First, Thunder Fury and Shaper's Hammer are the best choice. Why? Fulminator is dictated on having like a lot of monsters. Single target, this is not going to be the greatest thing ever. If you're fighting a Rift boss, Fulminator will be useless. It will fall off. So Fulminator is not going to be a good choice to lead Shaper's Hammer and Thunder Fury. Shaper's Hammer will proc nicely with Thunder Gods for sure because of the fact that you get hit with it, and Thunder Gods will also, if you get hit or dodge or block, you also discharge damage. So all this will go nicely, and of course Shaper's Hammer will also give you lightning skill damage as well, and it's 2 hands with a lot of damage. Thunder Fury is a 1-hand weapon, so you're going to be naturally faster. You're going to have a good proc rate, and of course it has a socket already on it, so it's kind of hard. It's not really hard, but I mean, you'll usually roll a good Thunder Fury. If not, I mean, the luck of the draw, I guess you can say. So with that, you have 2 choices, which is really nice. For the sake of argument, let's just go with Thunder Fury. Thunder Fury is our weapon. Shaper's Hammer and Thunder Fury are both different builds, but they're really strong, so there's no problem with that. So you itemized. Everything's been itemized. So that's step 3 done. After that, you probably grab for trifectas of everything. You grab 3 socket chests. Usually the usual things. You just max all that out. Step 4, you gotta build it. You gotta build the whole thing. So again, lightning. You have a lot of lightning on you. You have Blessed Hammer. So 10 to 1, you're gonna think in your head, okay, so I'm close quarters now. I'm gonna be close quarters. I'm gonna be a caster of some sort too, because I have Thunder Fury as well. So just with burst is probably a good idea. It's lightning. It does. It will attack faster naturally. and it does a little bit of lightning on exploding as well. So all that was really good, and also it will stun. So it's also it's really good. Okay, really strong primary. Secondary is gonna be Blessed Hammer for sure. Now, before I get into the build, I will say as a general thing, when I make builds most of the time, I'll have 2 to 3 damage dealers of some sort. There'll be an escape, there'll be a main buff, and there'll be an elite pack killer or elite pack clear. You know, it's kind of like an oh shit button, but more like a oh damn I'm gonna kill you button. You know. So provoke here, for example, is probably the best synergizing skill for this whole build. It gives you lightning, it gives you a taunt to the things that run away. It will proc your thunder gods. It will also, on its activation, any damage you deal will also deal 50% weapon damage as lightning. What that means is an additional hit as lightning. So you're gonna be hitting things a lot. And yeah. So if you want, if a small little blurb about provoke, you activate it. You use Blessed Hammer. Things are attacking you, Blessed Hammer goes off. Blessed Hammer hits thing, the provoke charged up portion will hit too. So that's 2 hits already. Provoke is a taunt, so they're hitting you. So that will also mean that they're getting hit by Thunder Gods. So that is 3 hits by itself, and it's all boosted by lightning. So that's a lot of damage coming out of you by once. So provoke is a clear-cut great skill. Steed Charge is your escape. Loss is your main buff. Actress Champion is your your oh shit button. Of course, you can go out with any one of these. You go with Rally if you really want to, but because Actress Champion is like a flat kind of increase in a way, Rally won't help you at all in this build because there's no cooldowns that really matter. I mean, there is Provoke charged up, but you don't need to spam it that hard. And Laws of Valor is only 30 seconds long, so you're probably fine with it. So Hasteful is probably the best idea. It has the best kind of synergy, right? So that's that. Passive skills probably fall into place. Forever's already there. Indestructible is going to be there if you're playing hardcore. If not, you're probably going to grab an form of damage or sustain, probably fanaticism. Wrathful's going to be there because the amount of speed you have, that's like your whole health bar or a good half bar right there. And Final Range because you're going to have 6 sockets at least. And that's basically how you build. And lastly, step 5, you're going to probably try and work your way towards it and give this to your friends. Give this to people on YouTube. Give it to the forums. Why would you do this? Because you might get flamed pretty hard for this, or you might be called an idiot. Because there's no progress if you don't take risks. So that's why I make videos. I make Theorycraft videos of things I think might work, and if it works, people will tell me it works. If not, they'll probably give me their own constructive feedback on how it will work. So that's gonna work out all in the end for you, and that way you made a good build, and you can probably work for it, and later on you can start farming for it. You can start rolling things for Cadell for it. Anyways, guys, this is my 5 steps on how to Theorycraft for Diablo 3. Thanks for watching. Hopefully it helps you.